All of these investments together are vital for underpinning a sustained sector investment that positions Liberia to be at the forefront of a thriving fisheries investment environment. I want to say huge congratulations to NAFA, the Director General, and the excellent NAFA team. Hearty congratulations to Liberia and all of the partners who are committed to seeing Liberia move forward in fisheries and aquaculture. And we wish you a very, very successful event.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Warden. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive at a defining moment of formalization of a strategic partnership between the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority and Orange Money. Moving forward, we'll also have a strategic partnership agreement with NAFA and a private company that will be operating the Sea King. Additionally, we also have a partnership agreement with the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority and a private company for the renovation and operation of the Robertsville cluster. So to now set the stage for the official signing agreement with Orange Money and the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, there is a short documentary that showcases where this partnership will be leading us in the coming years. So our team at the back will now join us as we proceed with playing a documentary by Orange Money, to be followed by the documentary of the Sea King and a documentary of a private company for the renovation of the Robertsville fishing cluster. So on this note, I will now invite the Director General of the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, J. Cyrus Sigbe Sr., and the representative of Orange Money to please proceed to the stage for the official signing ceremony of a partnership agreement with Orange Money and the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority. So as the documentary is being played, we'll need a volume of the documentary, please. Thank you very much. So at the background, Orange supported an initiative of Fish Market Day, where we displayed our local species. Please just follow. Thank you.
That these unsung heroes have an area, an opportunity to be able to sell their produce. And that's the reason why we feel so honored to partner today with Orange Liberia. As you can see, wonderful coordination from them. Let me say thank you to the CEO and all of the dynamic team from Orange Liberia.
Today is a great day. Seeing NAFA extending the National Fish Market Day in partnership with Orange Money. Today, what Orange Money is doing is that we are also promoting digital financial services. We are promoting financial inclusion, making sure that every fishmonger, every fish farmer today receives payment through Orange Money.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness a defining moment for Liberia's fisheries sector. Today, the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority joins forces with Orange Money in a partnership that brings innovation to the heart of our coastal and inland communities. From solar-powered freezers to cutting-edge support systems, this collaboration is set to transform fish preservation, reduce losses, and unlock new economic opportunities for thousands of Liberians. This is more than a signing. This is a commitment to progress, sustainability, and the future of Liberia's blue economy.
This is the government's own way of ensuring.
Thank you very much.
that
Thank you
these
very much
unsung
for Orange
heroes
Money.
have
The
an
partnership
area-
signing is currently ongoing. This will be followed. We are going to play the documentary simultaneously. So we are now going to have a documentary with a private company in the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority that will be in charge of the operations of SECO, that is translated as seeking. May we have the documentary? Thank you to Orange Money. And thank you as well to the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority for embarking on this sustained partnership. We'll now take a documentary of the Sea King. And we're now pleased to call up the company that will come forward now to join NAFA into this signing agreement.
Today, we open a new and extraordinary chapter in the history of our beloved Republic. Today, we stand together to welcome the Sea King and showcase the first set of locally produced artisanal fiberglass canoes. These are not just symbolic achievements, they are bold declarations that this government truly values the well-being, dignity, and economic future of our fisher folks.
A new chapter begins for Liberia's fisheries sector. The National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority announces the arrival of the nation's first semi-industrial fiberglass vessel, Sea King, locally referred to as SECO, procured under the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries project. This milestone marks the beginning of a new era defined by modernization, increased productivity, and sustainable fisheries management. On November 24, 2025, at the Maseralo Industrial Fishing Pier in the Freeport of Monrovia, Vice President Jeremiah Kmankun officially commissioned the vessel, signaling a transformative
Thank you very
step
much.
in
All of these
strengthening
documentaries will be
Liberia's
uploaded on our
capacity
various
to
social media
responsibly
pages.
harness
So we'll now
its marine
proceed
resources.
to a partnership
Commissioning
agreement
of Liberia's first semi-industrial
of the Rubber Soap
fiberglass
Cluster.
fishing vessel is not just a milestone for the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority.
Thank you very much. We'll now take
It
a
is a
documentary of the
historic
Rubber
step
Soap Cluster, as you may be
forward.
aware. Thank you very much.
The Rubber Sport Fish Learning Cluster, located in Grand Cape County, stands as one of Liberia's most strategic fisheries infrastructures. The facility was constructed in 2017 under the West Africa Regional Fisheries Project as part of broader efforts to modernize fisheries governance, improve artisanal fishing
The
conditions.
company now
and
proceeds to the
reduce
podium
post-harvest
to the
losses
for the
across
official
coastal
signing ceremony
communities.
of a partnership
Prior to
agreement with the
its
National
establishment,
Fisheries and
Fish
Aquaculture
Learning and
Authority.
Rubber Sport
This company
was
will be
largely
responsible to
informal,
renovate the
characterized
Rubber
by
Sport
poor
Fish
sanitation,
Learning Cluster.
lack of cold chain, and limited processing capacity. Designed as a modern, integrated, and hygienic fish landing and processing hub, the facility was envisioned to serve as a central point for fishers, processors, and traders operating within Rubber Sport and surrounding fishing communities. The Rubber Sport Fish Learning Cluster is a multi-purpose complex comprising 11 functional buildings, each designed to support different segments of the fisheries value chain. A fresh fish complex, a dry fish market with 20 structured market tables and storage lockers to support hygienic fish trading, fish smoking ovens and processing areas, a fisherman changing center, a community fisher center housing offices, canteen, and operational spaces for coordination and
Thank you
administration.
for officially
A general
signing the
sanitation
partnership
block,
agreement with
a
NAFA
powerhouse
to renovate
and
the Rubber
solar
Sport
system
Cluster. As you can see
providing
on the
sustainable
screen,
energy
this is
for
the current
operations.
state of the Rubber Sport
And
Cluster.
a daycare school
In few months,
facility
based on outcomes from this
reflecting a
company,
community center
there will be another
design
documentary that will
supports
showcase
fisher
the modern
households.
state of the Rubber Sport Fish
is
Learning
one of
Cluster.
Liberia's most productive artisanal fisher zones. The fishing community operates canoes comprising fatine and crew with engine capacities ranging from 8 horsepower to 40 horsepower, reflecting a mix of small-scale operations. With this context, the Rabba Sportfish Learning Cluster represents a high-value public-private partnership opportunity anchored on existing infrastructure and strong production flows. The transition of the Rabba Sportfish Learning Cluster into a PPP arrangement represents a strategic shift from public infrastructure provision to commercially driven performance-based management. Welcome to the Rabba Sportfish Learning Cluster.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we can guarantee you as the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority that in the coming months, we will have a modern state of the Rabba Sportfish Learning Cluster, evidenced by the partnership agreement that was just signed. May we just clap for that? So it's a kind reminder to all of us that today at Bongema 2026, the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority succeeded in signing 3 partnership agreements, one with Orange Money, another with a company to manage the operations of SECO, known as Sea King, our fishing vessel, and the renovation of the Rabba Sportfish Landing Cluster. Thank you all very much. On this note, we are now going to invite Madame Louise Kolako, who will lead us into a round of entertainment here for a few minutes at Bongema 2026. May we just give her a round of applause as she comes forward.
In 1847, instructions were laid to 7 of Mama Liberia's prestigious daughters to design a symbol that reflect the light of peace. So they carved something so beautiful as the rainbow, as beautiful as the evening sun setting over the ocean. They carved 11 alternating red and white stripes representing those 11 that signed the Declaration of Independence, and the blue field hosting this lone star that gives rise to the tides of African heritage. See, the 6 red stripes. These stripes represent or tells us the story of sacrifice, of bloodshed, of heroes gone, of courage bled. The white 5 stripes tells the story of peace, tells the story of love. And there's this lone star that shines so bright, even in the midst of dark. Therefore, arise and shine, oh Mama Liberia, for this is your time. Arise, rise up to your freedom, freedom, freedom. Hail, Mama Liberia.
The chairman, or rather chairpersons of the Senate and House on Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries, Mr. Minister of Agriculture, who is also chairman of the board of directors of NAFA, and members of the President's Cabinet, Mr. Chairman of Fisheries Committee of the West and Central Gulf of Guinea, and Minister of the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy of Nigeria, Mr. Minister of State for Foreign Commerce and Minister of Trade and Industry of the Kingdom of Morocco, Madam Minister of Planning and Economic Development of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Madam Minister of Fisheries and Agriculture of the Republic of Ghana, Madam Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Mr. Representative of the Minister of State in charge of Fisheries of the Kingdom of Morocco, Mr. Doyen, and members of the Diplomatic Corps, heads and representatives of international organizations and development partners, Mr. Director General of NAFA, and heads of state-owned enterprises, and other officials of government, other foreign guests, Mr. Superintendent of Margibi County, and our traditional leaders, other foreign guests, other invited guests, former officials of government, members of the electronic and print media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasing duty at this time to present to you His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, who will deliver the keynote address.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please have your seats. Are they working? Members of the Margibi legislature and other members of the legislature here present, the Honorable Ministers of Fisheries, the Committee for West Africa and North Africa, the Honorable Minister of Internal Trade of the Kingdom of Morocco, the Honorable Minister of Planning and Economic Development of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the country manager of the World Bank, and head delegation ambassador of the European Union, representative of African Development Bank and other development partners, members of the diplomatic corps, members of international organizations, distinguished members of the private sector, Director General of the National Fisheries and Agriculture, former Director General of Fisheries, our traditional leaders, our esteemed fishermen and other fisher folks, the women and youth of our fishing communities, esteemed participants, distinguished guests, our friends of Liberia, ladies and gentlemen, Bungama is here. In the traditional Pele language, Bungama means the gathering, the coming together of minds, spirits, and purpose for a common good. Today, as we gather here at the Farmington Hotel, we are not merely holding a conference. We are answering a call to awaken what international partners have rightly called our sleeping giant. I'm honored to extend a warm Liberian welcome to our distinguished guests and to each of you who have traveled across oceans and borders to join us. Your presence here signals a shared conviction that the wealth of our oceans must no longer bypass the people of Liberia. Let me recognize ministers responsible for fisheries from the Republic of Ghana, the Kingdom of Morocco, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Republic of Sierra Leone. The Minister of Sierra Leone, greeted in Pele. I want to greet you, Mendy, and say, share. We're going here now. All right. We do not forget the many private sector companies and investors who have traveled here to explore opportunities within the Liberia's fisheries and aquaculture sector. To all of you, I am delighted to say Liberia is honored to host you, and we look forward to strengthening our collaboration across the region. Your presence here today is deeply significant. It demonstrates that the future of fisheries in West Africa will be shaped not only by national action, but by regional cooperation, shared knowledge, and collective investment. Your presence is also sending a powerful message that Liberia is increasingly being recognized as a destination for responsible, sustainable, and profitable investment. Ladies and gentlemen, let me speak plainly about where we stand. Liberia possesses 579 kilometers of coastline and 200 exclusive economic zones rich with marine life. Yet, we import more than 33,000 metric tons of fish annually. Our own catch of very high value species is landed in foreign ports because we lack dedicated fishing harbor. Our artisanal fishers, who provide about 80% of our domestic fish production, operate without adequate cold storage, without digital payment system, and too often without the dignity they deserve. This is not a situation we accept. It is a challenge we embrace. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, when I took office, I directed the government to move NAFA away from just over-reliance on industrial vessel licensing fees, a model that served bureaucracy more than it served our people. We are pivoting toward private sector driven growth through public-private partnership and value change development that keeps the jobs and the revenue here in Liberia and increase our foreign direct earnings. Earlier this year, somebody playing with the light. Earlier this year, we secured a